how to find 100x to 1000x potential cryptos before everyone else. If it's sounding interesting, drop the like, give me a subscribe. Welcome back to Cryptogains. It needs to have 6 powerful features or key features in order to 100x our money, or at least for a project to be that successful. We're going to be taking a look at a project called Auki. It is by far, hands down, the best AI/robotics cryptocurrency I've ever seen in my life in the crypto space. I just got to keep it real. I'm so convinced that Auki is going to be one of the best AI/robotics performing projects. You know, actually, come to think of it, I can't think of any other cryptocurrency out there right now that deals in robotics the way this does. Like, seriously pay attention to this video, because if you want to make massive gains, you have to be ahead of everyone else, right? This is what it's about, finding these 100x's before everyone else. Robotics will be the biggest thing. I told you many months ago, listen out for it. First comes AI, then comes robotics. And actually, robotics has been around for a while. Auki does it brilliantly. So what do we need for, you know, to really reach these massive multipliers with crypto? We need to have, well, the project needs to have great branding. It has to have a strong narrative, right? The marketing must be on point. Influencers must be there, because if a project doesn't have influencers talking about it, we can't get new people to see it. We're like the gatekeepers. We show you inside the gate, and you can decide if you want to walk in, or you just, you know, walk across and just, no, it's not for me. It has to have a good community. And most importantly, the value proposition may be there. I will talk about the value proposition. Is there a reason for you to invest in it? What would make investors invest? What would, you know, is there an opportunity for you to make the massive gains in the first place, the 100x's? That's the value proposition. Let's take a look at Auki's branding. As you can see here, it looks like an M, but they're using some kind of sort of like a basics, you know, symbol kind of thing. When it comes to branding, you have to think more like, especially when it comes to robotics and AI, especially the robotics side, because I guess this branding is going to live on the robots and things like that. Now, I'm dead serious when I say this. This is the first cryptocurrency that you're ever going to find that is actually bringing a decentralized robot, where you will see a robot walking around and people could probably invest in it, or invest in Auki, because Auki's tech, the coin Auki, and you know, this is all based on these robots walking around. This is mad. There's no other cryptocurrency doing this. For the branding, let's just have a look, because, you know, when it comes to branding, it works for more things. Like, you know, what does it look like when it's on t-shirts, tops, and things like that? Yeah, we're going to talk about this, right? There's this silly little robot there. I'm going to give it a probably, because, you know, for me, I would have liked to have seen, this is Auki right here on thingy. Where's their Twitter? X. You know, this is it. I would have liked to have seen an A for Auki. Maybe they'll update that in the future. But it's not bad. It's nice. It's clean. It works. I'll give it a solid 9. Purely for the fact that you can see this on robots. You can see the branding looks tight. I'll give it a 9. The narrative. It is sitting within 2 fire narratives. The AI space, right, which essentially covers AI agents as well, because, you know, it will autonomously do that. And it's going to be sitting in the robotics. And I think robotics is another entire new key sector of AI. It's like, because it's physical type of AI. Well, you have to separate them. You see, what's this? Auki handles a lot of different things in its project. It's mostly spatial computing and spatial awareness. You know, think about what you can see in this video here, right? You've got self-driverless cars, which is your Teslas. You're going to have the robots, which are going to be walking around. We've got these robot dogs that walk around. Think of your drones. When people go and buy a drone and they're flying drones around for fun, pretty soon drones will be delivering packages. They all need to understand spatial awareness. They need to understand the physical space, the physical world. And in order to do that, it needs to have good technology. Auki's built this technology. As far as I'm aware, Auki is building an external and collaborative sense of space for robotics, XR, which is the mixed reality, like the glasses and stuff, and smart cities to make the physical world accessible to AI. And AI will play an important role in robotics and how it sees things and does things. And I will show you through this video. So, you know, what was we on? We're on the narrative. It's a strong narrative. because it's sitting within robotics, which many YouTubers aren't talking about yet. I believe I was the first one to really touch on it, but I have heard, what's his face? Him, yeah. Alex Becker started to recently talk about robotics as well. But I'm pretty sure I was the first one saying look for crypto projects that deal in robotics. If there's other people that have, then great, big up to you. You're on point. But I do think for the narrative, it's a solid 10, because when AI booms, this is going to boom. When the whole robotics things come alive, this is going to absolutely surge. Great. 70% of the world's economy is still tied to physical locations and labor, limiting our abilities to collaborate with AI. Right? It's a fire. Words can't describe, guys. Like, I'm so heavy in on this. It's going to connect any type of AI to an external sense of space, granting your agents vision. Because right now they're blind. This is what's going on. They're like this. But in order for them to see, they have to be able to do this, use spatial awareness to create maps. Did you know in Sweden, third's largest grocery store is now burning auki? Because they have an auki robot in Sweden. That's spatial aware. It's mapped the whole of the Sweden super mall, and it can walk around and understand where it is in the mall and do things and, pick up things and whatever. It's powerful. Flip. It's just so powerful, man. Damn. And it's burning the auki tokens. Guys, I hope you're waking up to what I'm saying here. Seriously, there's so much to come. I want to talk so much on this. The marketing. Well, straight away, the marketing for this has been on fire. So I've grabbed up some things like I said, they're doing things with Sweden, the grocery store, because of the market, getting these robots to map things out. It says here, when robots connect to auki domains, they have posters in the domain, so they know where poses, like positions maybe, so they know where they are and other robots are. That's what it means to make them interoperable. So this robot, should they put another robot, in there, it will detect it. We've already integrated robots from 3 different manufacturers with support for at least 2 for at least 2 more coming soon. That's what I mean. For at least 2 more. It's not weird, isn't it? We're support for at least 2 more. Okay, okay. It's a big look. Let's have a look at the marketing stuff. They've been getting themselves out there. Our BD team, had a very fruitful couple of days showing off Cactus XR at the Retail Tech Show. So you can see this is where they are. They're doing stuff. They're keeping themselves active. They're getting themselves the reach. AI, robotics, and decentralization are converging, and it's going to be game-changing. So you've got the founder, CEO of Auki Labs here, which is great. You can see the founder, the team. That's what people want. You see the little robot there as well, which is cool. And they're showcasing it where? Where's this? News chain? I don't know, but they're somewhere. Let's have a quick listen. Tell me what you're doing.
Connect to understand the physical world around them and contribute to that understanding and earn rewards for doing that.
But it's somewhere. And this is what you want to see when you're doing stuff when you're investing in projects like this, is you want to make sure that they're getting themselves out there, they're doing the right thing for marketing themselves. Niels and Terry spreading the word and making new friends at last week's event hosted by Invest HK Hong Kong. So it says Retail Management Association. You can see this guy here is all happy to meet him, shaking his hand. I like it. I like that they're doing stuff. Hold on, where's this other video that I saw him walking with him? Where was it? I saw you walking with him and asking him questions. Well, I got it. I thought I had it up, I didn't have it up. I want to find this thing where he showed you walking with the robot and they're just talking and chilling, because I want to show you how the robot... Oh my God, hold on. And this is the biggest of them all. Look at this. You've got Vitalik here standing on stage with the Auki robot, and they're talking about it and stuff. It says, we love the vision and are building the future where robots and physical AI share decentralized nervous system. What? You're looking at the first robot, guys. Decentralized robot powered by Auki. The token's gonna fly. At least I think so. And then you got Vitalik there with it as well. That's cool, man. That was a big boy move. That was a big boy move for this project, man. Where are you walking with the robot? I want to show people. I can't find you. You're too far away. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, drones are gonna... Here we go. What's this? Here you go.
A bit about the Auki network. The Auki network
Oh, you can't hear it
designed
clear.
to make the physical world accessible to
Yeah.
AI.
Guys, they're going to walk among us. They're going to walk among us. They already are. And what will happen is they will become decentralized. He who finds the projects that are building decentralized robots and you invest in that project, you will make massive gains because you're putting yourself ahead of everyone else. Everyone else. You're stepping up your game. Marketing is tight. I'll give you a 10. Let's take a look at influencer space. How many influencers are talking about you? Do you have any influencers talking about you? Well, you got me, you got Lark Davis here that's dropped a few videos on it. You've got a few others that have been talking about it. Smaller YouTubers as well. So you've got some influencers. I mean, I'm going to hold it down. I'm going hard on it. I bought $50,000. I said, trust me, that was 3 months ago. You know how cheap it is now? Actually, I don't know. It held up kind of well, didn't it? I don't know. I DCA'd. But you have a fine-ass opportunity. That's all I'm saying. It has influencers. It would be good to see more influencers. I want to see more bigger influencers come on board on Auki, and I think they will once they see the opportunity that you're dealing with one of the first cryptocurrency projects that are dealing heavy in robotics. Then they're gonna come on board. They'll either just watch it surge or leave it, get left behind. If they want to be on point and show people opportunities with robotics, this is it, man. So yeah, there's room for improvement with this. I suppose because I've got over 100k, almost 150k, and Lark Davis has got a good few amount. I don't know. I feel like it needs to have more in respects to influencers. Once we start seeing more influencers come on board, then yeah, this can just shoot straight up to a 10. But until then, I'm probably going to give it a 6. Because I'd love to turn around and say, oh yeah, I'm the best. I can make this shine. And that's a bit naive. That's a bit vain in myself. I don't want to be like that. I got to keep it real. It's great that I'm on this. Well, they haven't sponsored me or anything. It's great that you got other bigger YouTubers that have spoken about it as well. But I want to see more. I want it to be. It needs to be constant, and they can do that through marketing as well. They can, if they want to pay sponsored videos for people to come on. This isn't sponsored again, or if they just want to create a natural awareness buzz, fine. Because someone shared it to me in the comments. Shout out to you again, and I just looked at it and I liked it and I fell in love with it and I was like, yeah, this is a project that's going to make me massive gains. I tell you what, yeah, no, I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. And then when it goes, actually, I'll give it a 7, purely for the fact me and Lark Davis has high enough influencers, but it's not high enough viewers, subscribers, but it's not enough to be, bronze, silver, gold. To get into that, you need to have I want to see at least 5 big YouTubers talk about you, at least. So yeah, or at least 4 or 5. So that was that. The community. So how big is the community on this? Let's take a quick look at Auki. I always use Twitter. So Twitter, it has 24,000, or X, sorry, it has 24,000. So it's not massive. It's not like 100k or 200k. I don't know what it's like for its Discord or anything else. Let's have a look at the website real quick. Does it show? Where's your community? Discover, Discord. What have you got on Discord? What have you got on Telegram? I want to have a quick look. Right click, open. So 24,000. What have you got over here? This is your Discord. You have about 6,500 there, so that's about 30,000. What do you have over here? Not many, 2,000 members over here. So yeah, I feel like you can grow, and I think you will grow. I think once people realize that you are dealing heavily in robotics and you're one of the best AI projects out there right now in the crypto space for robotics, that is where this is going to grow. Your subscribers will come, your followers will kick in, because people are going to want to be more aware of what you're doing over time, right? So for the community, I'll probably give you a 7 as well. I want you to build your and it can grow. You can grow your followers. It's just going to come with just keep doing what you're doing. Don't change. Keep doing what you're doing. You got to remember, sometimes the reason these are low is because people don't know about the project. And if you have big YouTubers always talking about these basic blue chips, they're not getting this out to their public. Because I tell you what, should all these big YouTubers start talking about Auki, and this is where the promotion could come in, where they start sponsoring bigger influencers to talk about it so people can see it. Once they see it and they search it, they find my channel, and then they see what's going on with Auki, what it's really about, and they're like, I need to invest in this. Yeah, that's when this is going to start to move. Look, you got Mario Northall again, watching the same projects that I'm watching. He's constantly watching because he knows. This can grow fast, so I'm not even worried about that. And I just see it as people haven't had the chance to even know it exists yet. And that's what it is. Once people realize that it exists, this is going to move up fast because you are the first robotics to do this, or project in robotics. The value proposition, would people invest in it? And if so, is there a good value proposition? Let's take a look at the tokenomics. The market cap, how low is it? It's a 27 million market cap, but fully diluted 158 million. Some people get funny because they feel like it's constantly, it's going to get dumped, the token's going to be dumped, but I don't think it will. I think people that are holding this coin, that got in early on a pre-sale, will eventually won't want to sell it. They will just want to hold it. They're going to let their tokens get released and just hold it. And they're going to wait for a better opportunity to sell it and make massive gains, because some people are going to want to rush to buy this in the future. And then if you've got free tokens, you're just going to want to hold on to it. At least that's what I think. I don't think people are going to want to dump it so soon. Let's have a look at the vesting schedule. Well, look at this. Look, well, I feel sorry for the holders, the people that got on the pre-sales, because most of the chunk, look at all of this chunk here, doesn't get released. Like, look at that, and most of this chunk will be fully released in 2027, 2 years from now. What are you worried about? The people that keep saying I'm on Sean Alki's flipping pre-sale investing schedule. What are you worried about? 2027, I think this cycle is going to be over in 2025. So, you know, look, August of 2025 is here. And they've still got all of these tokens to be unlocked. It goes right through to 2031. Damn. I think by come the January 1st, 2026, this cycle would have been long gone done. We'll be in a bear market, and I think the next bull cycle will continue in 2028. I would have made massive gains in the next 2 to 3 months, maybe 6 months at the max, with auki just surging. And if you base it on that, we are talking a 27 million market cap, a very high value proposition. It's not billions. You're not buying, I don't know, let's just have a look. Flipping Ondo or something stupid like, what I don't know, like, it doesn't make sense for me to buy Ondo at a 2 billion market cap, fully diluted 8 billion, hoping to get a little 10x, which then goes to $28 billion. Can you imagine what would happen if auki went to $28 billion? You're not just getting a 10x, you're getting a 2,000x return. So this is why I'm looking at this as a very high value proposition. I think this can reach big numbers. So what would it do if it went to, I actually think this is the next, if you missed Virtuals protocol, because, you know, Virtuals was great for AI agents. When robotics kick in, auki, right? It's going to be like your next Virtuals, right? I believe so. So Virtuals went to like, did it go to 5 billion market cap? It went surging, man. If auki can reach like a 1 to 2 billion, let's call it 2 billion. I think this is the next Virtuals. If it can reach a 2 billion market cap, let me find it. There you go, 2 billion. That's a 71x return from now. It will sit on a $1.15 price. It's a very high value proposition. I was going to tell people to go and rush and buy, but I can't tell you because it's not financial advice. You know, $1,000 turns to $75,000. And right now, $1,000 gives you 63,000 coins. I would probably just lock in 100,000 tokens if it was me. I'll just look at 100,000 tokens over, you know, if you can't afford it right away, fine. But, you know, $1,584 is a 100,000 token lock-in. And then that's it. You're set up, man. Just sit back, relax, enjoy the time, because this can surge. And yeah, the fully diluted will be mega high, but it doesn't matter because it's not going to be unlocked right away till 2027, according to this. So yeah, the value proposition is high. For that reason, I think I'm going to give this a 10, and this is how it's looking. Overall, I think this can 100x. I think we are looking at something that has more than 100x, but I'm going to put it at 100x, right? Because I think it can do what Virtuals did and go into like the $3-4 billion range. Because it's the first of its kind in crypto to be dealing with robotics. They're getting themselves out there with the marketing to show people, you know, like these Hong Kong investments and stuff, and people are seeing it. They're seeing that it's a decentralized robot, which is being powered by, you know, the auki protocol. And yeah, it's just in the eye of the beholders. Vitalik knows about this because he's standing next to it. There's some big things that could come of this project. And, you know, if Vitalik turns around to other people and say, you know what, robotics is hot. I saw this auki project. damn, man, word of mouth will just get this going. So yeah, guys, that was Auki. What do you think? Drop your comments down below. Tell me what coin you want me to talk about next like this, and I'll bring it to you. Keep it real. We'll have a look at it, you know, its overall stance on this market to see if it really can get into the 100x range. Have you checked out Bells? It's got 1000x potential. Guys, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Become a patron. The link's in the info section. Click it. Come over. Check me out. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.